pose the question to you. I'll just remind you what the question is. I know you said that you know, you let your younger siblings go to school, you started working, and now you're a PhD holder in Canada, mashallah. So there must have been a journey and a story to tell. So, mashallah, in answering this question, please can you kind of incorporate it into your journey from Nigeria to Canada? So the question was, we understand that, you know, we face challenges, but what do we do next when life happens in this way? And I'd like to touch on your migration story, if you don't mind. Thank you.
Okay. I'll use my first experience in Canada as an example. When I got a scholarship from Nigeria, covered my tuition for my master's for a year. But there was a clause to that scholarship. It was only going to cover my tuition, nothing else.
Yeah.
So I had just $1,000 with me. And I already had an apartment in Canada, $3,000. So, so when I moved here, it all boils down to what we said initially. You see, before I made the step of even coming here at all, I did this tiara first. That if this is not going to be my journey, Allah, I don't just want to put it in the package of my mind. I don't want to put it in my mind at all. Just like, so everything was just working out till eventually I got here. So I got here, I moved into the house. I was very fortunate. Allah made it possible. The house I moved into, there was a Muslim brother there. He's from Libya. So I told him about myself, became friends. I was very scared of sleeping in the house because I never knew how I was going to pay the $3,000.
Yeah.
So later, it got to a point where I just had to pay the money. And he knew. I prayed about it. We prayed together. So I went to the university. 3 days, I didn't come back home. He told me when I came back home. He told me, we have a solution to the problem now. I said, what is the solution? He said, someone gave you the $3,000. I said, wow.
Allah.
He said, yeah. Someone gave you the $3,000. I said, who is the person? He said, one of my brothers. He said,
wow.
He said he's going to call you. The brother called me. He talked to me. He said if I needed any other thing apart from $3,000, just give me a call. Wow. Just a phone call.
Wow.
That was my supervisor, my master supervisor. When I asked him for his stipend as a student, he told me something. He said he wasn't sure if I was smart enough to cope with the academic rigors of Canada. To be honest, I felt bad initially, but looking back at then now, I think it was very realistic. Yeah, because number one, I was the first student he was taking from Nigeria. He was taking a shot in the dark. Yeah, he wasn't sure. And I didn't have to prove myself to him to make him know. No. What happened was this. The university holds annual conferences for master students. You just come out and talk about your research. So I went to the conference. He was the chair of the panel. I wasn't even aware I was going to be the chair of the panel. I spoke in the conference for like 30 minutes straight about my research. When I finished, he came to meet me. He said, I'm so sorry. I said, for what? He said, I never knew you could articulate yourself like this. You've done so. You know, everything depends. I prayed and I had my practical skills. You don't have to force people to see the best in you. When the occasion arises, just do what you have to do. And yeah, everything else will work out. You don't force. That's what I learned from that experience. You don't force people, and you find help where you least expect in life.
Yeah.
You just have to be open-minded. And I wouldn't advise anybody coming into Canada as an immigrant. Just focus on, I have to find a Nigerian community. If you find a Nigerian community and you find someone nice there, all well and good. But don't restrict the scope of the people you can. Alhamdulillah, we are Muslims.
Yeah.
Muslims, they are very nice. Yeah, they're very nice once they know you are. And you have to be active in the Muslim community. There was a masjid in Waterloo and University of Waterloo. After I got the $3,000, he offered to give me extra $5,000. I said no. That I think I'm okay now. I can. University already gave me some additional money apart from the money. No, there's no need anymore. So make yourself known to the Muslim community. Let them know you. Find a way, reach out. Yeah. I think, yeah, you just have to be practical, know your skills, know the limits of your potential as well,
Yeah.
and your strength. It's not about knowing, making the best of our potentials in trying times is also part of knowing the limits and strength of our potential. Yeah. If you
Wow.
can know the limits and the strength of your potential and see where you can apply it, just to make them know that I have this skill, not to impress anyone, no, just to make them know. I think that should be enough. And with Allah's help as well, the two together will take you anywhere. Yeah.
Jazakallah khair for sharing. That's very inspiring. I was just saying, wow, 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 mashallah, throughout the whole thing. May Allah continue to send helpers our way. That's amazing, mashallah.